Hey loves, welcome to rogoeshigh. This is going to be a daily messages for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, liking, subscribing, all that shit you be doing. I love it. So let's go ahead and jump right into it. I feel like I want to start off with an affirmation. Let's just get a vibe, see what's going on, Scorpio, and then we'll clarify. All right away. What we got? The moon. I am safe and I reach new levels of unconscious knowing as I surrender to the will of the universe. The moon energy. Some of you guys could be dealing with the Cancer. Some people even associate the moon with Pisces, I believe, but it is ruled by, Cancer is ruled by the moon, so I say Cancer. All right, so let's see with that moon energy. If you guys are I'm hearing discovered. So you could be discovering something. You could be learning about something that you weren't aware of. Let's see what's going on, Scorpio. Let me use a tarot. Let's use a tarot. I'll get you some index cards as well as some energy from my other cards. Yeah, and I'm seeing the High Priestess here. You guys are listening to your intuition right now. You're trusting in your intuition right now. Smart. All right, let's see what's going on with Scorpio. Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs. Okay, you have the Three of Wands here. All right, so some of you guys could be waiting on something to come through. Or you could have learned that there was some type of blockage to something you were waiting on. Yeah, you got the manifestation here card with the Magician. Alrighty, so it makes me feel that you guys have been working on something. And you got the Star quality. Like I said, discovered. Maybe you're about to be discovered because of some type of injustice that happened to you. You got the Judgment card reverse here. Okay, Scorp, I feel like some of you guys... someone may have spoken bad about you with this Judgment card. They could have just misjudged you. And I feel like you getting this, you minding your business. You were minding your business. You didn't even know that this was happening. You didn't even realize that. See, that's the reason why I fucks with it, Scorpio. It's like when you are in tune, like we said, we saw the High Priestess there as well. But when you're in, look, Eight of Pentacles, when you're in tune and you're listening to Spirit and you're staying on track, focus on the positive things in your life, focusing on, becoming better, I feel like you start to dodge certain bullets, okay? Certain shit just, it doesn't touch you. You're not even aware of it because you're not focused on it. You know what I mean? So I feel like you guys were focused on your ships coming in, focusing on things that would promote some type of growth for you. And while doing that, on the background, in the back end, you had someone, unbeknownst to you, doing some type of, I'm hearing spell work, or someone that was just speaking badly about you, okay? So it could have been like false person type of energy, but you weren't even worried about it. It's like you turn your back on it. You focus on your manifestations here, and I feel because of that, you're going to be gaining some type of recognition. Alrighty, what the freak? Like that Eight of Pentacles there. And there's the Moon reverse. Yeah, the secret, the cat's out the bag. Cat's out the bag now. Yeah, someone definitely speaking bad on you. It could also be that you were just doubtful about a situation in the past, and then you learned to release those fears, release those doubts, so that you could manifest exactly what you desire, what you truly desire. And now that you're clear about what you want, it's coming to you. I love it. And you have the Devil reverse. You saw it, and you let it go, is what I'm getting here. You saw the manipulation tactic, you saw the addiction, you saw all the things that were blocking you, and you released them. So it's like whatever you did notice with this Judgment reverse, it's like you notice your own flaws, you notice your own addictions, your own sabotage, you know what I mean? And so you realize you had to do some cleaning up, you know, of your soul, and I feel like you did that. And so now that you've made room for more, that more is coming towards you, that good is coming towards you. Alrighty. And I feel like there is still, while you were focusing on, you know, facing your own demons, facing your own devil, you know, in your soul, I feel like on the back end, Spirit was protecting you as well from things that you didn't see. All right, with that energy of the moon, it was things that you didn't see. You didn't even know. It's like you over here working on yourself, fighting off all type of fucking. I'm getting heavy addiction here. Maybe I was a pothead. I was. I was. No shame in that shit, Scorpio. Like, you know, sometimes you think that you're just doing it like, oh, this elevated me. This makes me feel good. This makes me feel happy, or whatever your justification was for doing it. You start to see through the bullshit, you know, your own bullshit. You start seeing through it like, you know, this shit is not helping. This shit is not helping me. Like, it's low-key, you could have been dependent upon smoking, drinking, people, whatever it was. And while you were facing those demons and you were cutting out those habits and you're sober, it's like you are now in the space of receiving the abundance that you deserve. Okay, it's like you deserve it now. Those other things that you were holding on to, it's like, what the fuck? All I could think of is someone trying, you know what I'm saying, to justify their bad habits, trying to ignore things that were not serving them, right? And imagine if you were actually to receive all the things that you truly, you know, were asking for during that time. They probably weren't going to mean you any fucking good. You know what I mean? Maybe your ass wanted more weed, wanted more drink, wanted more niggas, more bitches. And it's like, you know, no, that's not what you need. You need to, you know, cleanse up that shit. Like, detach from those addictions, detach from all that, so you can see what you really truly desire, what your soul desires. Okay, and I feel like that's what the fuck you did, and you're surprising yourself. You done shocked yourself, like, damn, all the things that I thought I wanted when I was high and feeling good and I was partying and enjoying myself, or when I was kicking it with certain people, I don't even want that type of shit no more. So now your shit done leveled up. You're on a different mind frame. You're clear. You're clear. You've released that shit. You've released that shit. And so it's like you don't have the same, it's like your taste buds changed, Scorpio. Your taste buds changed. And so I feel like Spirit's gift to you is releasing things from your life that you didn't know was going on. Okay, there were certain conversations had behind your back that you weren't unaware of. You can't be everywhere, you know, at all fucking times. You can only, you know, receive what people are showing you in the flesh. But I feel like all of that shit was taken care of unbeknownst to you. And so I feel you're going to notice certain things just falling off, certain obstacles just falling out of your way, and how much easier it is to actually obtain what you want when you are focused, when you are sober, when you are clear-minded. All right, you're also going to be able to see your old patterns in other people. With this judgment coming up in the reverse, you're going to be able to see who you once were, or certain things that you were doing when you were low vibe, or when you were codependent upon whatever you were codependent upon to get you through. Okay, so it's like knowing and trusting in Spirit, like, man, I ain't got my weed no more. What I'm going to do? How am I going to calm my nerves? How am I going to, you know, gain my peace? How am I going to, you know, fucking survive? And you find that you can do it. And it was challenging for you, but I feel like you faced that demon, you faced that devil, and it has been like, it's going to be, if you haven't seen the rewards, which I feel you have, but if you haven't seen the rewards, you're going to start to see those rewards like a motherfucker. Like, whoa, like, who knew? All I had to do was detach. You know what I'm saying? It's like, damn, that's not even my type anymore. You could have had a very specific type of person, or that you wanted to be with, type of shit that you enjoyed. The moment you drop those bad habits, you start realizing, I don't even like that shit no more. I don't even like that. I'm not even drawn to it anymore. So it's really just this safe haven now. You are protected and you are safe because you are clear. And that is a gift in its own. Love this. I take it. I take it. Because I get it, Scorpio. I completely get it. I'm not going to lie to y'all, nigga. When I tell you a bitch was chiefing, I was chiefing. But I didn't realize how much I depended upon it. And when you start to be honest with yourself, like, why are you smoking out? You know, why, what, who pissed you off now to where you need a whole ass blunt? You know, it's like, nah, I don't want to give anything power over me like that. So you start realizing you were giving power to shit that you should have been controlling. All right, I used to even tell myself, okay, moderation is key. Like, I'll just do it a little bit, not even a little fucking bit. You know, I had to cold turkey that hoe because it was not benefiting me. It was not really helping me. It was creating illusions, even keeping me attached to certain people and certain things that I knew weren't good for me. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, if you come to that space of checking yourself and realizing, like, this is that shit that had me fucking with people I shouldn't be fucking with. This is that shit that had me eating shit I shouldn't be fucking with. You know what I'm saying? Now you got the munchies and you want to just tear the whole kitchen down. Don't give a fuck. You know what I'm saying? It's like, no, bitch, have some cucumber slices. Have some spring water. Fuck that soda. You know what I'm saying? Fuck that McDonald's. So I feel like that's the difference. When you are clear and you're focused, it's so much that you receive. There's so much more that you can gain from that. All right? Being less dependent upon things that you thought you needed. I love it. I love it. People were probably able to abuse you, manipulate you with those things that you were, you know, attracted to. It could have been money, you know what I'm saying? It could have been anything. It's like if someone knew that you liked it, you wanted it, oh, they was going to offer it to you. Here you go. Look at the blunts, y'all. Look at the blunts. No judgment. If you still, you know, smoke, you still do your thing, that's you. That's your choice. Cool. Maybe you know how to control your shit. But for me, I personally just felt like it wasn't helping. It was not getting me anywhere. It really just had me, like, you know, feeling temporarily good. And then I would make certain, like, decisions, like certain impulses. Texting certain people, like, you know, being nice to certain motherfuckers or embracing certain shit that I knew was not good for me. And so you broke them cycles. You broke those cycles. And I feel like, you know, it's, oh man, you have a lot of good karma coming your way. You have a lot of good karma coming your way, man. It's beautiful. You know, some of you guys could have just detoxed, you know what I mean, or you needing to. If you did release certain things, I feel like Spirit is wanting you to remember what really nurtures you, what brings you confidence, I'm hearing, what brings you security within. Alrighty, so whatever those things are, it could even just be nature or moving around or certain vibes, certain people. The Queen of Pentacles always remind me of the mother. And so I feel like some of you guys could be parents, you know what I'm saying? And so you start to pay attention to those cycles, maybe like, damn, my temptations, you know, maybe my kids are watching me, or maybe like, you know, there's certain habits that simply just need to be broken so that they don't plague me or become like a generational issue. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it could have been people that you grew up with, or just people that you admired, or people that you watch, that, you know, they are still into these type of habits, and so you will feel kind of like comfortable doing that too. And I feel like you're standing on your own now. You're creating your own story. You're staying in your own lane. All right, and I feel that that's going to help you. It's going to boost your security. It's going to boost your confidence and staying in it. It's like, oh shit, I'm starting to see all the good results of my ass not smoking no more. My lips ain't black, you know what I'm saying? Or, you know, I feel more alive. I feel more vibrant. I feel like I could spend more time with my babies. I could spend more time working. I could spend more time with friends. I could do certain things when my fucking mind isn't clouded. Okay? And so, and it's coming from pure intent. It's coming from a good space. It's coming from a clear space. And so I feel the things that you're stepping into now, the habits that you're creating for yourself now, are very healthy. All right. And I feel like that alone is going to show, oh my goodness. My goodness. You're a star in your own right. You're rejuvenated now. You're in your, you know, high power. You're able to manifest because you're not basing it off of a high, or basing it off of temptation. Like, ooh, if I could just get me a nigga with some money. Who gives a fuck? You know what I'm saying? It's like you don't care about those things anymore because your mind isn't clouded like that. You realize you're the mother. You are the weapon. Like, you provide. You provide for not only yourself, but for your children. So you're staying in that. You're standing strong in that. I'm also picking up an energy if someone was withholding funds from you, you're going to be getting that back. You're going to be getting that back, okay? I feel like the Queen of Pentacles makes me feel like child support, you know what I'm saying? Or even just something like, now turn platinum, put respect on my name. You built something up. You raised something. So again, it could be children. Whatever you did on your own, it could have been a struggle. That could have been the reason your ass was like, you know, intoxicated, smoking, or jumping into certain habits as well, because you were just like, you were stressed. You felt like certain things were unexplainable, and you didn't understand why you were going through those, you know, situations, okay? And I feel like you relied or started to depend on others to validate those feelings for you. And I feel you stepping out on your own and becoming independent is really showing you your own value, your own worth. All right. Oh, man. You guys did that. I'm really just seeing this, the devil reverse with this judgment reverse. Man, yeah, someone is definitely going to have to face whatever karma, like anything they've done to you while you were low or while you were dependent. So say you were dependent upon certain things, and then you have people that was just feeding it to you to keep you under their control, under their spell, whatever the case may be. Like a motherfucker knew you like to smoke, and so they offer you weed to manipulate you or get you, you know, sedated so they can get whatever the fuck they wanted out of you. Could have been sex, you know, or just your energy, a good time, good vibe. They wanted to keep you high when you was with them so that you wouldn't see through the bullshit. I feel like you saw through the bullshit any fucking way, like regardless. You end up seeing through it. My goodness. I'm getting this breath of fresh air, you know what I'm saying? No more cloudiness. No more nonsense. These habits are gone. They're gone. They're done. I'm going to show y'all these cards because this is kind of like it enclosed in on its own. Let me see. Oh, wow. You have the Emperor here. You're in control. You're in control of your life now. You're in control of your thinking. It's no longer like being like watered down by habits or watered down by addictions, or you're no longer clouded. You're no longer clouded. Look at the wheel here. You done left out of the smoke. I don't want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. All right, so you're taking that high road, but it's organic is what I'm getting here, and I like that. You have a natural high now. You have a natural sense of self, of value, and I feel that it is so much more rewarding than an artificial one. All right, it's like if you have to smoke to calm your nerves, like what are you really doing to yourself? You know what I mean? So to be able to have the power, you know what I'm saying, have the control to see some shit for what it is and to be able to detach from it. That's another, you a bad motherfucker is what I want to say. Scorpio, you a bad motherfucker. Motherfucker coming up to you. You want this? I got that dick. I got that wop. I got that blunt. I got a drink. What you need, Scorpio? My peace. My solitude. That's what I need. No more, no less. All the other shit, you can keep it. And so what can a person offer you if you are whole within? They would have to be their authentic selves. You know what I'm saying? And maybe that's a struggle for some people. So you may notice that there are certain connections that end up just falling off because you don't share the same values anymore. You just don't. You're clear-minded now. So it's like, ooh, that's what I was doing? Shit. You know, so you're up out of that. You're up out of that now, and I'm proud of you. Let's get a couple messages here from the cards that my babies created for me. Let's see. What else do we have for Scorpio, Sun, Moon, Rising, Venus signs? What else do they need to know at this time, Spirit? Look at that. I love this. I'll take those, okay? Set that back over here. I'm going to set these in here so that I see self-love at the bottom. Yes. All right, so we have here elevated. Your head's not in the clouds anymore. It's like you have a natural high. You are finding it easier to enjoy yourself without like such harsh consequences. You know how you'll be like fucking with certain shit and they have those side effects. You'd be like, damn, like I should have never smoked that blunt. I should have never had that drink. Now my ass over here cross-faded or fucked up. You know what I'm saying? So it's like to have a natural high, you can control that. You know what I mean? You feel good and you want to feel good. It feels right without the harsh consequences. So now you're receiving like these abundant side effects and it's a whole nother vibe. It's a whole nother vibe because you've been disciplined. You've been disciplined. You know how to see through the shit that does not serve you, and you learn how to have a lot of control over them now. I feel like you could have been very weak. Easy prey to anybody that knew what your habits were, anybody that knew that you were a sucker for love, you were a sucker for whatever. You know, it's like you got control of that shit. You got control of that shit. And then with that Emperor energy as well, it makes me feel that, you know, you just became the boss over yourself. Like, no, like the father for yourself. You got the mother and the father here, so you have to become very disciplined in order to cut out those habits. Check yourself. You have to check yourself. And I feel like now that you've done so, you're able to see clearly, you know, the things that you need and the things that you don't. All right, then we have false person here. So someone may be upset. We already know this, because if you're releasing things, you're cutting shit out. Maybe your smoke partner, your smoke buddy, or the person that you always was fucking around with, person that was easily able to tempt you, or, you know, throw that temptation at your ass. It's like whatever you fell victim to or prey to in the past, I feel like it's no longer there. You see it, you smell it from a mile away. Like, nah, I remember that shit right there. I'm good. And so again, like, you're not concerned, but I feel like it's going to be a bit disappointing for you to realize that things have started to fall out of your life because of you switching up your habits. Like, you know, embracing healthy habits would also mean embracing healthy people, like-minded people, right? That doesn't mean that the false people go away. It just means that you can see them now, to whereas maybe you were too clouded before to realize what the fuck was going on in your own life, in your own circle, in your own environment. You know, now that you are clear, it's like, oh my goodness, you can't even judge them. So we're not doing that. We're not doing that. It's on the level because you're elevated here and you're disciplined and you know better. We're not judging anybody, Scorpio. Make sure that you're not judging people for staying in that vibration. It's just a matter of you being able to see and detect that I don't want any parts of that shit. I'm not playing with it, you know, and staying firm and staying disciplined in that. All right, so detaching from negative people that speak negatively of themselves. You know, there's a lot of people that just talk shit about themselves. I ain't never got that part, but there's people that really down themselves, not seeing their own, you know, strength, and like these wild wubsy type of individuals. Like, hey, no judgment, but that I don't want to play at the pity party. Okay, I keep the invitation. I'm okay. Because usually people are looking for some type of validation, and you realize you cannot help people. People have to come to their own conclusion, just like you did, that this shit is not good for me no more. It's not working for me anymore. You know what I'm saying? It's like there's nothing you can do to convince a person, especially a false person, that, hey, maybe you should try cutting that out. Maybe you should stop being so full of shit. Let it out. You know, and they're just like, there's only so much you can do. You cannot tell nobody shit, really, Scorpio. So you're leading by example, unbeknownst to you, and I feel like that alone is going to bring about some satisfaction as well. But you're not doing it for them. You're satisfied on your own. And I feel like that's the reason why you're going to be stepping into some type of spotlight here, social media presence. So if you guys have a platform, YouTube, rogoeshigh, YouTube or anything like that, I feel that you're going to be gaining presence, or you're going to just like have a different energy about you that people may be able to relate to more, because you're no longer clouded. All right, you're being honest with yourself, not only in your social media presence, but as well as in your real life. Okay, so it's like I ain't just cutting motherfuckers off. You know, on social media, I'm cutting out all those toxic habits and then those bad type of connections in real life too. You know what I'm saying? So you checking yourself and others when it comes down to what you want right now, and you are manifesting only the best. You know, so it's like you could be like I'm hearing like you're a little picky. You're a little picky now when it comes down to what you want around you, what you want in your space, because you no longer are moved or enticed by the things that you used to be moved and enticed by. All right, so this is beautiful energy. Healthy boundaries. You know, we were just saying behind closed doors. So this is in their face. Look at this, y'all. This is in their face and behind closed doors. Healthy boundaries. I'm not playing with nobody on here or in my real life. All this shit is in sync. Alrighty, so it's like you're matching, you're practicing what you're preaching, and it's working out for you in beautiful ways. I love this for you, Scorpio. You like, I'm not playing with nobody, nowhere, no how, head ass. Alrighty, then we have here, selfish. So some people are going to be labeling you as selfish, when in fact you're really just a healer. It's like, yeah, I had to come to that conclusion on my own, what was good for me and what wasn't. So if you consider it selfish, or you want to label me whatever you want to label me, maybe people calling you false, maybe people calling you a fraud, or calling you whatever the fuck, but it's like, so be it. What I'm not going to do is be bullied or guilt tripped into staying connected to something that I know is not good for me. You know what I'm saying? So you're going to be receiving, like, you know, those downloads, and as well as like I'm getting messages. You're going to be receiving messages from people trying to convince you that your new way of being, your new way of thinking, your new vibration, your high vibration is they're not fucking with it. They don't like it. They feel like you being fake, or they feel like you being this, that, or third. Whatever they're labeling you as, that's for them to carry. Okay, don't allow them to put that weight on your plate. You don't have to eat nothing that they're serving you. You don't. You can push that shit back like, ew, looks like it has a nasty ass hair in it. It looks like it got shit in it, because you know the way they're delivering this shit is based on like some type of temper tantrum. Somebody's gonna be hitting you up. Somebody's gonna be hitting you up and really just showing their true colors. They're throwing a full fit because you don't want to stay attached to them anymore, and it's everything to do with you feeling like, you know, it's not healing. All right, I'm over here staying, you know, high vibe. I'm over here trying to embrace my new way of being, which is more healthy. So yeah, if I'm selfish, baby, I'm selfish. Tell me it's nobody else's. It's like ain't nobody can come through and tell Scorpio, you know, how they should be doing their shit right now, because Scorpio had to figure it out on their own, what was good for them and what wasn't good for them. And if you just so happen, cross-watcher, because I know y'all watching, if you just so happen to be one of the people that Scorpio had to release, then it is what it is. Just know that they're in their clear mind. They feel led. They're listening to spirit. They're elevating at this time. And they don't want anything to do with toxicity. They have much more discipline now. They're vibrating higher now. And that is in your face, you know, through their social media platform as well as behind closed doors. It's the same thing. All right, so people could just be feeling like a way about you and your choices now, Scorpio. It could be feeling like, oh, Scorpio thinks she all that. Scorpio bougie as fuck. Scorpio, whatever you want to call Scorpio, you call Scorpio. But it's not going to change a motherfucking thing. All right, and that's me speaking for us, Scorps. All right, I love you guys. Again, I thank you so much. I'll be on the likes, so I appreciate the likes from you guys. I say stay high, organic. You know what I'm saying? Stay naturally high. Stay naturally high. I always take that road, the high road, because I feel that people gonna have their opinions and shit up until they get to that space of dropping their own bad habits or healing from things that they haven't healed from. You know, and once they do that, you may learn that you guys could actually vibe together. You may actually start to, you know, connect with that type of individual. But as long as they're low vibe, or as long as they're throwing all that bullshit your way that you're no longer interested in, I feel like it's going to be obvious. If you a whole ass vegan now and they over here trying to hand you McDonald's, it's not no big mystery. It's like, no, we're not on the same page. Enjoy your shit, no judgment, but I don't want that shit. Not in this body. I don't want it. I don't want it. I got bigger and better plans for myself. So if that does not include you, sorry for you. All right. So I love you guys. Stay high vibe. I love you. See you next time.